So we've been in this period of waiting for quite some time when it comes to ADA, when it comes to the broader crypto market. We're just kind of waiting for essentially this thrust deeper into alt season when times are really going to take off. All right. I've gone on record saying I believe we're in alt season. The charts are showing just that, but sometimes it takes a little slow build into it to really kickstart things. Well, yesterday may be the first part of this kickstart because we had the second highest day of institutional money inflows we have ever had. $887 million, guys. This is not a small amount. This is this warning I've been talking about. This real push in the market is happening. All right. We're now at this point where we're almost at what, $15 billion in inflows. Imagine if this continues to happen. You see these institutions continue to buy and buy and buy, removing all the supply from the markets. Remember, it's all the OTC, BTC is gone. This is all actually on exchanges out in the open market. And it's a big reason why we're seeing this big push in terms of BTC. Now, this may seem kind of weird, right? Because ADA still hasn't, broken out or emerged from these ranges or anything like that. And really what we've been waiting for is this. We're waiting for this thrust into retail excitement. We're waiting for this thrust in terms of BTC to really try to emerge from this trend line and break towards an all-time high, because that's when the flows start happening. That's when people get excited. That is when you start to see new money flow into the space. What we've seen is a lot of the capital that's here right now just kind of matriculating and moving around and chasing different coins and things like that. And frankly, ADA hasn't been that exciting of an asset. Okay. And I hold a lot of ADA, guys. It's one of the largest positions in my portfolio, but for the last month and a half, as we've been consolidating, it hasn't been that exciting. What you've seen, again, like I've said many times, is you've had all these sellers sell, and now you're stuck with basically long-minded people, which isn't a bad thing, right? It's a reason why we've had huge stability at this price. Now, what you tend to see is either more long-term minded people, whales, or new money get into the space. They tend to chase things that pump, right? But then you have those people that look at a chart like this and say, hey, we're actually seeing a strong floor here. There's actually high volume taking place. There's big partnerships that have been announced. There is possible adoption from countries and governments and things like that. This is where ADA can emerge and start to take those steps forward. All right. Now, what I will say is this is, for a lot of people, recency bias tends to set in. I'm not like that. I don't get caught up in the short-term narratives because I know that things can change very quickly. For example, I keep referencing back here, guys, this looks so much like this. This sentiment is exactly the same as it was back then. From someone who's covered ADA now for almost 2 years. Actually, July of 2022 is when I started talking about Cardano and ADA here on the channel. And I've been talking about it every single day since. This time, late 2023, it's identical from a pattern in the charts, from an RSI perspective, from a sentiment perspective. It's all exactly the same. All you need is just the switch to flip and things start running. And right now, if we see ADA make a move, which it's breaking past its 20-day moving average right now as we speak, if it breaks past the 20, past the 50, 200 is the big one, 100 starts to break some of these local highs here, don't be surprised if ADA starts to kind of do what it did back here, this blistering tear to the upside. It may be a little more tempered getting going, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it just was a quick shot. All right. The market's about to get very exciting. Retail flows are about to start happening in a very big way. We're in alt season, guys. And eventually there is a point where we do go vertical, where things get wild. And guess what? ADA and Cardano are positioned perfectly for this bull market cycle. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you think we're going to see more of these flows today, if it's going to be more of the same. But have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.